we'll leave this?
I think I might have to postpone making up because I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Unfortunately, it's just I don't want to be late. I don't want to risk being late for the Q&A, for the intro. So I think I'm gonna something we can do closer to the release of the film, and it'll be fun.
All right. Oh, it's working now.
Yes.
All right.
Well, we spoke in Cannes when I Killed My Mother came out, and I was dying to see your next movie after that. It must be exciting to make a film where you don't have to actually put it on your credit card. That's a big step forward.
Wrong. I actually had to pay for the first days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to front the money for the first days of shooting because the investors were undecided and ambiguous, and they didn't know if they wanted to invest the money and everything. And finally, they did.
You're like, I'm making the movie. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not waiting after you guys. And finally, they just saved the day.
Well, I can't imagine having to wait like a year and a half between articles. If I wanted to be a writer, I would want to just keep doing it. You must be chomping at the bit to make your third film. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and yet, in Quebec, normally it's like one film every 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So I'm grateful and lucky.
What did you learn on this film? I mean, obviously...
It is abnormal to shoot a film by year in Quebec. It is not in our standards. But now, my third one will be shot in February.
Yeah, you need to change the standard because you can't wait 4 years to make a movie. That's crazy.
I can't.
What's the... You told me what this movie was about when you had finished Kill My Mother. Do you have an idea of the topic for the film in February? Have you have a script? Are you already done?
Yeah, it is the story of... Actually, the movie I talked to you about when I Killed My Mother was done was probably Lawrence Anyways. Lawrence Anyways was postponed and became my third film. But, yeah, Lawrence Anyways is my third film, and it is the story of a man who decides to be a woman in the 90s and who asks his wife to accompany him in this metamorphosis and support him throughout the experience.
That is what you talked about in Cannes. I didn't
Yeah.
have the title, but that is...
But that is not Heartbeats.
No, of course not.
No. So, yeah, at the moment I thought Lawrence Anyways would be shot last year, but last fall. But we didn't have the money and we didn't have the time, so it just got postponed, and I finally had this Heartbeats idea to fill in the blank.
Investors like bisexuality more than they do gender switching, perhaps. Was it harder to get that one financed? Was that why you switched to this? Something that you could, or were you just, I want to make something? Yeah.
It is better anyway. We were not ready. The screenplay was shitty. I worked on it for the past year, and it's better now.
Did you do research? You must have spoken to
not
people.
Not a lot. This is not a movie about transsexuality. It's a movie about love. So I didn't really have to do research.
Well, I might have to do research about love myself. What about this film? I felt like your first film, I might have thought you could be a playwright. I mean, it was all about the words. There was a strong visual choices that you made, but it felt very much like dialogue. I remember the dialogue and the actors. And in this film, obviously, visually, perhaps you had more money or more time or better cinematography, but it felt like you really stepped it up and you were able to explore all of that a lot more.
I just think the movie is as, visually as shallow as the love it portrays, and that's just what I tried to do. It's stylish, but can feel empty by moment, and I believe that the characters fall in love with the idea of love, a beautiful, magnificent, looky, shining idea of love, more than they fall in love with a real person, actually. So I thought the movie ought to be
reflective of that.
Yeah.
But was there, what did you learn making your second film? I mean, obviously, every time you get to do it, you keep learning more and trying more things. What were you excited by trying or doing or learning?
I learned that, well, many things I learn every day, but I guess that I could say something I will not happen on Lawrence Anyways is, unless it is a one-shot deal sequence, never count only on 2 shots. Like, a shot of you like this and a shot of me like this. You gotta have something else.
You
It's
need
just,
options.
I edited the film, so I know about that. I was fucked for certain scenes. I was like, shut up, Jesus, this is, no issues, no possibilities, no, and I was just,
Does that mean more takes, or does that mean more camera angles where you say, all right, I'll try this or that, or what does that mean? To
it means
give you
to,
those
yeah,
options?
have some backup and, yeah, have more angles and more shots, more, possibilities. Not 8, not 9, this is not a talk show, but, just 3.
Rather than just one.
Just another one.
You were like, well, that's good. Let's go. You were like, let's
Yeah.
move on. Now you're like, let's do it
Because I
again.
often skip masters.
Mhm.
I,
Ah.
I, you know, I go directly to singles,
Right.
and I should understand that I need a master. Yeah, I'm doing my classes.
Do what do you
All of
mean?
these
Oh,
movies are homeworks.
yeah.
Homework. Sorry.
Are you trying to get your degree?
Yeah. Eventually.
Imagine if you failed. That wouldn't seem right. It's it's got to be fun. Are you having fun? This is a lot of work. People, think
Sure,
whatever.
I'm laughing out loud. It's just a great job, and it's not a job. I don't want to use the word job. Seems out of place and with no poetry. Let's say passion. It's a great passion.
Yeah.
Very demanding,
I killed my mother.
stressful by moment, but it's worth it.
I killed my mother was like a dream. Sort of, you took the gambit on your own. And it paid off so beautifully and allowed you to get access to people to make your second film. Is it more stress or less when you've got investors? Do you think, oh, now it's going to be easier? Except it's not. It just keeps being more. The work and the stakes get higher and higher. Or what's it like?
Well, I killed my mother. It wasn't really a dream.
No.
It was a nightmare. What
Perhaps
came
the result.
afterwards
Yeah.
was a dream, but making it wasn't easy at all.
No.
Sorry, I'm dying.
And you're hungry.
About the pressure. I'm doing movies for myself. Obviously, you want to be loved by people, but while doing them, I'm not thinking about critics or public, or I'm just thinking about myself. It's a very selfish act to do a film, and I'm thinking about what I love, what I would do instinctively, what would make me cry, what would make me laugh, and I just do the films, and then afterwards, come the critics, and you're like all nervous. Oh my God, what are they gonna love me? Because that's that. It's not about they love your film. It's about if they're gonna love you. It's you. Your film is you. You put so much of yourself in it. There's no difference between you and your film. If they hate the film, they hate you.
They can't love you and say, well, there are filmmakers you love, I'm sure, that you can name. You can't love every single one of their films, right? You haven't rejected them. You're just watching them learn and grow, try new things.
I am not saying this is rational thought. I'm
Okay.
saying
That's
that,
how you feel.
yeah, it's realistic. That's what you think. You think they hated this film. They certainly hate a part of you.
Mm-hmm.